Hey guys, Pamela Price here. I'm the owner of Price's Beauty and the Master Spray Tan Class Trainer located in Toronto. Today I am in beautiful Miami for the holidays, but I am showing up for you guys today. Now, this was a live on our Beauty Business Babes Facebook group, but I had a internet technical error and I got cut off, and unfortunately it didn't record for me. So I decided I would re-record it in Loom so that anybody who missed it can catch it all on one video format, and this is going to be on YouTube for my beautiful ladies. So Slay It Weekly is a live free beauty business training that happens on our Beauty Business Facebook group, and that happens every Tuesday at 9 a.m. PST, 12 p.m. EST if you are on the East Coast like me. Okay, so we're going to be chatting about 8 ways to optimize your Instagram. So, disclaimer, I am not an Instagram expert, but I have been committed to growing my Instagram for the past 6 years. Almost every single day I show up for Instagram, and I have worked with social media experts, and I'm just going to share with you what I have found in my journey as well as what I found in my research, because as we know, Instagram be changing like every day. So I have kind of read through some blogs and done a little bit of research to make sure I'm giving you the most up-to-date information that I have as of now, which is December 27, 2022. Okay, so a little bit about me. If you're new to my YouTube channel or you are just first time catching me, my name is Pamela Price. I have been so lucky to be nominated and recognized for my service as a makeup artist, winning multiple awards. I've been spray tanning for over 12 years now, almost going on 13 years. I am the Master Spray Tan Class Trainer. Again, located in Toronto. I have been able to build a multi-six-figure beauty business, and I also have a podcast called Price's Beauties Podcast, and I love personal development, and I have two kiddos, 13 and 10 years old. So I really love getting to know women and being part of their milestones, whether it's special events, beauty services, or helping women achieve their career goals. This just lights me up. So we're going to be talking about SEO. So I feel like we've all heard about SEO for our website. So using Google to optimize your search engine optimization to help people find you and ultimately, funnel into contacting you to potentially booking your service or buying your products. So it's typically done by making changes to the website, usually using keywords that are relevant to the content that people will be searching for to help find your website, to make it more visible, right? So it's search engine optimization. It's driving traffic to your potential customers to your website. I think we know that. But did we know that IG also uses search engine optimization? It's a thing. So I'm going to be talking about ways that you can optimize your Instagram in order to help find your ideal clients, to help drive people to your Instagram account, to help find people that are matching your ideal audience, okay? So optimize your profile search. Just gonna move my face out of the way here. So you want to use a profile picture that showcases your brand and will make people want to follow you. So I personally am still the face of my brand. So I like to do my face. Also, a lot of people like to do their logo, something where people are going to instantly be attracted to your profile and want to see what you're up to. You're going to want to use keywords in your bio that describe your beauty business and the services that you offer, and include a link to your website in your bio so that users can easily find and visit it. Another tool that I like to use is like a third-party website link, and that allows you to put multiple links onto your Instagram. So for example, maybe it sends people to an offer that you might have, an event that you're hosting, a special product that you just launched. So instead of just having them go to your website, which ultimately it's great if people get to your website, but maybe you just want them to go directly to one place, and this will allow you to have that option. So Linktree is one that I like to use. Milkshake is another one. Those are popular ones. I'll put them in the description in the YouTube as well. So you also want to have a booking link or a purchase link. So depending on the type of account that you have with Instagram, there should be a book now button or a shop button or both. So you want to make sure that it's just really, really easy for people to navigate. Also, I didn't mention it here, but I think it's important to have your location in there as well, because say somebody is searching for a service or a product, especially service because it's location based, more specifically, and they don't know what area you're in, they might just keep scrolling until they find somebody else because they don't want to spend the time. Like, people are lazy, let's be real. They don't want to spend the time to find out where you're located. So make sure that you have your location in your bio, okay? Now, I keep having to move my little head around here. Write keyword optimized captions. So if you don't know what that means, it's okay. This is what I'm here for. You want to use keywords are words that people are using when they're looking to solve a problem. So their problem is that they need a spray tan for their wedding. So what are the words that they're going to use when they're looking for a spray tan artist for their wedding? What if they're looking for a makeup artist? Whatever the service or product that you offer, there are keywords that are constantly going to come up that are going to help the SEO make your account pop up. If you're like, I'm not sure where to start with finding keywords, here's a little hack that I have for you guys. So Pinterest, even Google is great, but Pinterest is another good one where you can just type in whatever word. So for example, makeup, and you'll see here that Pinterest will actually create a bunch of most commonly used keywords, when it comes to makeup. So makeup looks, makeup ideas, makeup tutorial, makeup routine. So when you're building your copy, when you're creating your content, you're going to make sure that you're using those keywords. So I recommended that you kind of create like a database where you put all of your keywords into somewhere. And so when you're creating your content, you're like, if you're stuck and you're having like your brain fart there, then you can utilize this kind of bank of words that you can make sure that you're incorporating into your copy, okay? You want to include services, product, ask and answer questions. I'm going to give you guys an example of a piece of content that you could put. This would be like an example of a post for Instagram, okay? So the highlighted words, the bolded words are the words that are your keywords, and those are going to be words that Instagram is going to like and to use to help people find you, okay? So get the best makeup services in Toronto at our studio. Are you in Toronto area looking for flawless airbrush makeup services? Look no further. Our salon is home to some of the best makeup artists in the city. Whether you need a full glam look or a special occasion or natural makeup application for everyday wear, we've got you covered. Plus, with our wide range of high quality makeup products, you can trust that you'll get long lasting, beautiful results. So, and then we're going to have a call to action at the bottom. Book your makeup appointment today. Let us know how you look and feel your best. Of course, you have your hashtags at the bottom. We'll get into the hashtags after, but you can see how those words are strategically placed into that copy, and it's kind of sneaky, but it works. Hashtags, so I'd mentioned that before. So I personally like to use a hashtag bank because it's very time consuming to keep having to type out all of those hashtags over and over and over again. I'm going to show you guys an example of what a hashtag bank looks like. Here we go. So it's literally just a place where all your hashtags are saved so that you can easily copy and paste those into your posts later. I like to do my Instagram post on my computer just because I feel like it just helps me to wrap my head around it. I find that the area that you're writing the posts on Instagram are so tiny, and I always make mistakes. I make typos, and it's just a hot mess. So I feel like I love to work on my computer, and then I simply copy and paste that. If you have a MacBook and you have an iPhone, I'm not sure about Android or Google, but if you have an Apple device, you can actually just copy and paste it right from your computer and it pastes directly onto your phone. That's a total game changer. If you haven't tried that, or if you don't have your devices synced that way, I highly recommend it. It's amazing. So you can just copy and paste it from your computer right onto your phone. Boom, you have beautiful content and you have saved so much time, and you can just copy and paste it. That's all I have to say about that. Okay. Every time I go out, I apologize. I have to re-go back in here. And if I'm super slow, you can just watch me in fast motion, okay? Okay, so using your hashtags, think of the hashtags as like keywords on steroids, because the hashtags help even more so than the body of the of your content for your posts. Okay, so hashtag, so you like to save them in your notes and your iPhone, your shortcuts. You can save them on your computer like I showed you. And I recommend that you use them in the body of your post, because the hashtags in the post are more visible. It can increase your post reach. It helps to organize the content, and it makes it easier for users to find and engage with your post. So it can help you just to get more visibility and engagement on Instagram. So why not? One thing that I just like to do, just because I feel like it looks nicer and it looks less spammy, to have your like I showed you here, for example. So have your copy here, and then I usually like to have a little gap here. So, you know, for the purpose of this presentation, I didn't do it, but for on Instagram, I like to have a gap between what I'm saying, the message, and then the hashtag bank. So I would just kind of create dots or like lines where you have a gap in between, and then do your hashtags at the bottom. And you can do a maximum of 30 hashtags, okay? Ooh, here's another little sneaky one for you guys. So alt text. I don't know if you guys are aware of this. This is something that's kind of new-ish. If you're not utilizing it, I highly recommend that you do. Make the most out of it. Alt text or alt tags and alt descriptions is used to describe images on the web for screen readers and search engines. So it helps to improve accessibility for users with disabilities and aids in search results. So added alt text to Instagram photos improves the accessibility and SEO. Yes, do it. So if you see here, it's just a screenshot of a post that I have here. So you'll see there's a spot here to edit alt text. And then this is the alt text that I added in there. Natural spray tan for women in Toronto, best spray tan artist in Toronto, not orange spray tan, top rated spray tan artist. So again, it's kind of, it doesn't have to be formulated in like a fancy way like you would a copy, because it's in the back end. It's not seen directly, okay? But it is a place where you can put some sentences and keywords in there to help that SEO accessibility. So do it. Game changer. Tagging feature. I mean, we all tag, like we know the tagging feature exists, but are we really utilizing it to its full potential? I recommend that you do. Make sure that you are tagging the appropriate brands, you're tagging if you have models, if you have influencers you worked with, tagging your location, tagging your products. You can invite collaborators. So if you're working with a brand, you use their product, you can actually share that whole post right on their Instagram account, or vice versa. They can invite you as a collaborator. You have to make sure that you accept it, and then it will automatically show up on your page. So that's really great. Tagging your partners, avoid spam tagging. So I think you can tag up to 20 people. I usually don't tag that many people unless it's like a massive like photo shoot where we have tons of vendors that we've worked with and we really have to tag all of those people. But don't spam tag, because it's just like not good Instagram etiquette, I guess, right? And Instagram will actually recognize if you have like bad Instagram etiquette, and they can like block your account. So make sure that you're not being spammy, okay? Use Instagram stories to show a personal side of your beauty business. So give your followers a behind the scenes look at what's going on in creating your amazing products and services. People are nosy. Let's be real. Let's give them something to look at. We're going to use a storytelling format. Always include captions. I don't know the stats, but I want to say it was like 80% of people don't have their volume turned on when they are scrolling. So it's important to have captions or a description in the story so that people, you know, are getting the right information from your posts, okay? Ask for tags and reshare your client photos. Use the relevant hashtags. Yes, you can still use your hashtags in your stories. I like to hide them. So I'll either do them the same color as the background, so they're just blended in there, or I'll move them behind the photo that I'm posting, okay? Use interactive stickers or polls. You want to get people engaged. Instagram loves engagement. Respond to comments and messages. Use your location and stay on brand. track and analyze. So you can just log in to the back end of your Instagram and take a look and see what posts are performing well, what stories are performing well. And then when you're creating content, you're going to get rid of the ones that are not doing well and start utilizing the formats that are doing well. If you want to take it to the next level, you can use a tool like Later or Hootsuite, and they can really analyze that data for more in-depth insights into your performance. But most of those, I believe, have free options, and they have, of course, paid options to access more tools that they can provide for you. So you just have to see what works, but I do recommend that you take time to see what content is doing well, so that way you know in the future to create content that is going to work. And then finally, optimize your time. I am a big believer at using your time wisely. The longer I've been in the business and the older I get, I realize how crucial my time is, right? So whenever we're doing something, we want to figure out a way to be more efficient and more effective. A couple years ago, I created a content planner just for my own purpose, for my own use, but I could stay on track because I started to feel extremely overwhelmed, and I was just posting and praying things were going to work and really not being strategic about it. Even though I was on Instagram all the time, I was like, why aren't these converting into paying clients? And I started to get a lot more strategic, and I'm like OCD. So of course I had to create something to get everything in one place. And also because I do have somebody who supports me with my content creation. And in order for us to be on the same page and to ensure that we're creating that content, we have a schedule and we're being consistent, that I needed to give her access to that. And we created this so that way it could just all be done a lot more, a lot easier, a lot better, more efficient, proficient, all that good stuff. So yeah, I just shared it. I was just like sharing a behind the scenes on my story about, getting organized and planning for the next year for 2021 is when I first created it. And like I had a whole bunch of people reach out to me and say, hey, like what content creator do you use? And I was like, oh, I didn't know anybody would be interested in this. So I reformatted it so that it is a template essentially. And now I actually share it on my website. So if anybody is interested to get firsthand blueprint at our Instagram content and social media planner, I do have it available for sale on my website. And if you are watching this, and I'm going to be offering you a 50% discount for your new year, you're going to get organized AF, ladies. And that code is Beauty Business 50. So if you want access to the planner, I can give you guys a sneak peek at it too. This is the actual template. This is the actual planner. So I showed you guys the hashtag bank. We have a goal planner because I think it's so important to not just plan your social media, but plan your social media around your business goals. Because ultimately, isn't that the point? It's fun. Social media can be fun. It's great to connect and network with people. But ultimately, let's be real. If you're a business owner, you're there to make money. So we want to have a goal, we have a destination, and we are aligning our goals with our content. So you're going to have goals for the year. You're going to kind of plan out your year, like an overview of the year. So that way you're staying on target with the type of content that you're producing based on what's going on in your business and in the world at that time. And then you're going to take your action steps in order to achieve those goals. And if you're woo-woo, then you might want to add your mindset and your why and include an affirmation. I like to include affirmations in when I'm working towards a goal because I feel like it just helps me to stay focused and not let distractions and setbacks take over my mind, my energy. So I find that if I build my why in and I have a positive affirmation, and it truly does help me to achieve my goals and it feels good. And of course, we got to reward ourselves. So when you're creating, I love checking things off too. Don't you guys? Oh, I love checking things off. And then you're going to give yourself, could be a small reward, could be a big reward, could be a vacation after you receive something larger. Or maybe it's something as small as getting a new book or Uber Eats or something like that. But having a reward, I don't know, works for me. And finally, of course, is social media, which is what we've been chatting about this whole time. So this is just a place to get organized. I've also included some just some links to some apps that we like to use, themes, so different themes for types of posts, because we don't want to be selling all the time. We want to create variety in our content. And I find that just kind of creating a theme, and then I look at my goal, and I look at the content that I have, and then I merge that into a post. And then what I do is I write them in a Google document, and then I simply link them into the appropriate day with a link to the photo and a link to the content. And then we use the appropriate hashtag, and boom, they get posted at that appropriate day. So that's just a little behind the scenes look at my actual content planner. This is the template that is available for purchase on my website. And again, it's 50% off. If you guys want to utilize that, then it's all yours. And of course, I had a section for Q&A for anybody who joined us live. If you didn't join us live, feel free to come onto our next live, which happens every Tuesday at 9 a.m. PST, 12 p.m. EST, in Facebook group called the Beauty Business Babes. And you guys can join the conversation there. And I'm so looking forward to hopefully having you guys on the next live. That would be amazing. And if you're just watching here, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to post them below. I'd be happy to answer them. And of course, I will create a link to the content planner if that's something that you're interested in, or if you have any additional questions. You can also find me on Instagram at PricelessBeautyGram. Love you.